What's good, fam? It's your boy UAG, and we're back with another movie review for Oppenheimer. And let's get into it. This movie.
Eight, seven, six, five, four, three,
Truman needs to know what's next.
2,
What's next?
1.
Let's get into it. This movie is based on the biopic of Oppenheimer. His before the creation of the atom bomb, during, and a little bit afterwards. And Christopher Nolan has done it again. Christopher Nolan is your director's favorite director. That's who this man is. And this film is no different from most of his films. It's done greatly. It's really good. So the movie is based on Oppenheimer, him like a little backdrop of his story before getting into becoming the father of the atom bomb and what he his thought process, everything like that. But the thing about Oppenheimer is that the story of him being a womanizer, him making mistakes as a human being, him being so motivated from people telling him that he couldn't do it. That story in itself is very relatable. And Cillian Murphy knocked it out the park with his performance of Oppenheimer. And you know what? He's done some great work in the past, but this will be his crescendo, what he will be remembered for in this particular role. And I hope he gets a nomination for Best Actor on this because his performance was outstanding. Now, I'm sorry because I'm a little bit lost for words for Christopher Nolan's work on this. This is very much a movie, a film, if you will, for the cinephiles, like people who really enjoy movies and films. This is like what you inspire other directors to direct with this. There is not one piece of CGI in this movie. Everything is practical. And it's amazing that he has the ability to do this using the technology that he uses. The music on this movie plays such an important role. The sound and the fact that he makes sure, he says, listen, this movie has to be shot in IMAX. I don't care what the budget is. Make that happen. Let's get that out there. And if you're going to experience this movie, you should experience it in IMAX. The only way to go. It's so great. This freaking cast is packed with so many great people. You got freaking Emily Blunt, freaking Robert Downey Jr., the dude from Han Solo. There's so many great performers. The guy from The Boys is in it. I didn't even know he was going to be in it. He doesn't have a major role, but the two roles that really took it, and I'll give it a third role, is Cillian Murphy kills it as Oppenheimer. He does it with so much ease and elegance, with just the way he looks. He says so much without saying anything with this. His face, the emotion that comes through it. What I believe we as human beings all do it. Like, you do something and the regret that you have afterwards, that was what Oppenheimer was going through, and the audience has remorse for him. Like, yes, he did something that was, on a intellectual level was, crazy, a crazy achievement, but he instantly regretted it and spent like this second part of his career trying to fight what he did and trying to prevent more or worse from happening. And they really wanted you to get that. And I think that point has come across. The second epic performance is from Robert Downey Jr. And Robert Downey Jr., you wouldn't think that was freaking Iron Man. You think he doesn't need to make another check. He's good. He could retire and you never hear from him again. He's just playing like Scrooge McDuck in his money. But he comes in and does an epic performance. Every shot that he is in, he is stealing the performance. He's just phenomenal, and kudos to him. I think he can also get a Best Actor nominee, definitely Best Supporting Actor, and I would give it to him. Oh my God, his performance on it was so good. Emily Blunt, though her roles were not as huge in terms of the length of time, screen time. She really nailed it out the park as well, being a woman in that time, just her thoughts. She was very intelligent. However, she was dealing with her own demons, being an alcoholic, dealing with probably postpartum depression, dealing with Oppenheimer and the weight of the world being on him. At the same time with marital problems, but saying, I need to be his rock for him to achieve what the world needs. She was there from the beginning of the whole project, tried to guide him through the trials afterwards. I mean, she really did an excellent job. She should be nominated for Best Supporting Actress. And then we have so many individuals just, that did such good roles. Oppenheimer's best friend, he did a good job in there. Though it was minimal, it was enough. Very subtle, very passionate. Saw Oppenheimer as a fellow Jew, that they had that kinship, if you will, and it came across as genuine. The movie, I can't sing enough praises for this movie. It's a different film from all the films that I've saw this year. It will be nominated for Best Film. It will probably win for Best Cinematography, and it deserves it. It deserves it. Probably going to get a nomination for costume and design. They did such a good job. Christopher Nolan has been one of the people, him, Cameron, when they make a film, them in themselves is as big as the movie. They do great work. Some of the criticisms for Christopher Nolan is that he's too smart for himself and overthinks certain things and expects his audience to be just as smart to consume his entertainment, if you will. One of the big criticisms of the previous, Tenet. Not in this film. It's very relatable. They did a great job. Cinematography is on point. The movie is great. 3 hours long. It doesn't necessarily feel so long, though there were 2 natural stopping points for the film. It still was great. Hard to be a rewatch. I will give you that. But if you love films and if you love the Oscars, I would give this movie a shot. Definitely watch it. It would be worth your weight in gold. For UAG, out of 5 stars, it's hard not to give it about I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Not perfect, but it's damn near close. Christopher Nolan, you are the man. I want to know in the comment section down below whether you are as hyped as I was to watch this film and how hype I am right now to recommend this film for you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you going to watch this or are you going to watch Barbie? Comes out this weekend too. It's going to be a great time for the next couple weeks. Or maybe you are still going to watch Mission Impossible. You haven't got around to that. Can't go wrong with Mission Impossible. Still a great movie. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by. And I'll see you in the next movie.